Hello and welcome to today's video, and my topic for you today is how to become credible. The reason for this topic is because I've had many discussions over the last 2 or 3 weeks with people who are concerned about this issue of credibility, and quite rightly so. I mean, if you're brand new, you have no authority, no experience, what in the heck can you do when it comes to credibility? Or even if you've been online for a while, and that's been some discussions that people have had with people this week, where they've been online for a while, but things aren't working for them. I mean, they see other people doing exactly the same thing that they're supposed to be doing. They're winning, and the other people are winning, and they're not. And it becomes more than a factor of credibility. It becomes a matter of confidence, a matter of self-belief, and they just lose that belief in themselves. And so the chances of being credible are going to be squashed down as well. So really, I want to share with you today some thoughts about how you can build your credibility, whether you've been online 5 minutes or 5 years. All right. My name is Peter Beckenham, the Village Marketer, and as always, talking to you from my little Thai village, way up near the Cambodian border. One of the key issues in terms of credibility is, how would you say this? Be willing to turn down a sales opportunity. Okay, think of that. Be willing to turn down a sales opportunity. Sounds counterintuitive, right? Well, I can tell you, just last week, that's exactly what happened with me. This person from LinkedIn contacted me, wanted to become one of my students in my coaching, and we talked about it, and he got quite excited about it, and I was quite excited because he seemed to be a really decent guy, right? But then he said to me, what I really want to focus on is the area of YouTube marketing. Now, sure, I have a YouTube channel, and sure, I've got videos on there, etc. But there's no way I would regard myself as a YouTube expert, guru, or whatever it is. So I had to tell him, no, I can't do that. I mean, I wouldn't know any more than you could get on Google. All right. My experience in that area has been many years. My success, however, has only been relatively good, not brilliant. All right. So I had to actually turn down the opportunity. And guess what happened? When I turned down the opportunity, his wife, right? His wife contacted me later in the day, thanking me very much for the way that I had handled her husband. But she is a network marketer, and she wants to do certain things. And yes, I could definitely help her. So my credibility went up because I rejected an opportunity to give a sale to them. Crazy world, right? But that's what it is. Next one. So be willing to reject a sales opportunity, especially if it's not in the best interest of your potential client. All right. That's called integrity anyway. Next one. Work out, if you possibly can do this, work out what the precise numbers are for whatever you're talking about. I mean, for example, this is all about credibility, right? And marketing with credibility. Rather than saying, look, I've got a few thousand subscribers. People may or may not believe that. But if you said, I've got 5,327 subscribers as of last Friday, there's a bigger chance that they're going to believe that, and your credibility will be there, okay? Very important. Or, for example, here's another example which happened just 3 hours ago, right? This person said to me, how many Facebook Lives have you done, Peter? Now, I could have said hundreds, right? But I actually had just gone through that. And I said, I mean, I won't leave his name out. I said, X, today will be number 527. I've done 527 Facebook Lives. Wow, we said blah, 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 blah. So in other words, my credibility went up because I used a precise number, okay? Another thing you can do in terms of credibility is to get involved in publishing a book. It's not that difficult, to be quite frank. Now, I'm saying something I haven't done yet. I'm in the process of doing it, but I haven't done it yet, right? But I know a lady by the name of Lisa Anna Palmer who is about to launch a book, okay? And it's called Light a Fire in Their Hearts. The Truth About Leadership. Lisa doesn't need to write the book for credibility or for authority. but I can tell you it's an incredible opportunity for her to show her brilliant leadership coaching thing across the world. So for her, it's going to take her credibility to the next level, all right? So having a book can help your credibility. That's what I'm getting at. Another thing is personal branding. Personal branding can help your credibility, okay? What I mean by personal branding is the ability for you to position yourself in the minds of your potential client so they can know, like, trust and respect you. And the only way they can really do that, right, is to have a great connection with you. The only way to have a great connection with you is to have a personal branding, right, a personal branding of your credibility that includes your why. So they know exactly why you do what you do. Now, if you want information on that and how to go about it, contact Bill Pickett, okay? Bill Pickett, he's a guy that's putting a lot of this stuff together. He's got a great program, and I am delighted to be able to say Bill's the man to go and see for your personal branding, okay? Brilliant stuff. All right, that's another one for credibility. Now, after 50 plus years of working, right? That makes me very old. I know, 75 next year, right? As 50 plus years of working, in other words, 16 years as a school teacher, then in 1984, right, before many of you were born, I joined the life insurance industry. And then for the last 14 or 15 years, I've been running my own entrepreneurial business, right? But during that period of time, in terms of credibility, the one thing I learned, truly learned, was the fact that the attraction marketing, the laws of attraction are not exactly as people make it out. I mean, maybe you are smarter than me, but when I first heard about the law of attraction, I thought, no, well, all I've got to do is think about it, and the universe will provide to me. Okay? Well, I thought about it a lot, but the universe never sent me anything, right? And I very quickly realized that in order to make the law of attraction work, you've got to get up your butt and do something. That's what it amounts to, right? And so I want to share in fact, you should write this down. This comes from a guy by the name of Matt Morris. Now, I've bodged up what he said, but basically you'll get the message. And this is what he shared with us, that the level of success and credibility you have in life is equal to the level of skill you have multiplied by the level of work you're prepared to do. Think about that, okay? The level of skill you have multiplied by the level of work you're prepared to do. That's the bit I had missing initially, right, in the law of attraction, okay? So, in other words, become a credible person before you can be in your head, before you can be the person that you want to be. Now, I know you've heard many of these things before, but at the risk of boring you, I want to share these things with you because it's important. All about credibility, right? It's all about you talking to yourself, you believing in yourself, you being prepared to accept you for who you are, right? Who you are. And remember this, that thoughts you have determine your words. And the words you have determine your actions. And the actions you take determine your habits. And the habits you take determine your character. And the character you have determines your destiny, right? So from thoughts to destiny, there's a direct link between them, okay? This is a very important thing as far as your credibility is concerned. If you are thinking negative things, then I can tell you, you are not going to achieve the destiny you want, and you are not going to have the credibility either, right? We all have negative thoughts. I'm not trying to say you're imperfect. We all have negative thoughts, but you've got to acknowledge them, realize that they're negative, and think, is this real? Is this truly real? Because if you want to achieve credibility, you've got to portray confidence. You've got to portray credibility. And if you're thinking negatively, negative thoughts, you're taking negative actions, and your credibility's down the chute, right? That's stupid. Now, another factor of credibility is leadership. Okay, I earlier mentioned about Lisa Anna Palmer's book on leadership, right? But what I'm saying here is this, that the amount of credibility you have in life, right, is really determined by your ability to lead people and influence them, right? Your ability to lead people and influence them. Now, for example, To lead people means you've got to be constantly improving yourself. You've got to be constantly working not just on your knowledge, not just on your confidence, but also on your credibility, right? I mean, put it this way. Not even a dog will chase a parked car, right? But the dog would probably pee on the wheels, but he would not chase a parked car. So what I'm saying to you, don't be a parked car, right? Always keep moving, always keep improving, always keep working on your credibility, working on your confidence, working on your self-belief. Don't take anything for granted. Now, if you ever worry about the fact that you've got no credibility, here's a simple solution for you. And I'm going to give you an example too. Give value, solve a problem, or answer a question. Okay? If you're brand spanking new, give value, solve a problem, or answer a question. Now, here's how you do it, okay? In 1984, okay, I joined the life insurance industry after 16 fantastic years in education, right? That's another story. But when I joined the life insurance industry, right, I didn't know anything. So what I decided to do is I focused on a specific niche, which, by the way, is called business insurance. And what I did, I went out and I sought the advice from the top 10 performers in the business insurance market in Australia. I contacted them, okay? Didn't have email in those days. Contacted them and asked them for some advice and tell me this. I asked them these questions. 1, what are the top 10 challenges that your clients have in the business insurance area? 2, what are the 3 best solutions you can give them for each of those challenges? They're the 2 questions I really asked 10 people, right? And then what I did is I practiced what I learned. I went and spoke to my prospects and shared what I had learned with them. At the same time, telling them I'm brand spanking new. Okay, I'm brand spanking new, but I'm working with the best in the industry, so I'm prepared to give you, the best service I possibly can. One other thing I should mention to you in terms of credibility. Because I was brand new and I had a head full of the best knowledge, but I haven't sold anything, right? I had no credibility in terms of sales performance, right? But I found there are 3 words that I could use in any sales conversation, especially when I first got started, that helped me significantly. It was called, I don't know. When I said that to people, because I was brand new and I didn't damn well know, right? They all of a sudden became much more acceptable. I became more acceptable to them and they became more acceptable to me, and we had a different connection level, all right? Anyway, the bottom line is this. After practicing what I did and learned from the top agents in the insurance industry, after 6 months, right, I became the expert in my company on business insurance, okay? I've only been in the industry for 6 months. Now, I'm not doing this to brag. I'm just telling you it's possible to do this if you're prepared to take action, right? I became the top expert in business insurance. I earned 4 times the money I earned in education in a year in 6 months, okay, via commissions of the insurance industry business, right? And really, this is something that you can do. I mean, you can go to the top people in your niche, or you can use Mr. Google. Go and find the top 10 challenges in your niche. Go and find the top 10 solutions into those problems. My point is this. When you are brand spanking new, okay, you can actually build your credibility by simply going out of your way to become the best knowledge you can in a specific field, and then sharing that knowledge with other people, okay? And when you share that knowledge, you share it with integrity. You share it not only with integrity, you share it with a sense of helping people, and at the same time sharing with them that you are relatively new or brand new. Have the intestinal fortitude to tell the truth, because that's exactly what I did. So what I want to share with you to finish with this, think about the most maligned industry on the planet, right? Car salespeople. Okay, now we're talking credibility in car salespeople. All right, so if you went into a car dealership, for example, and you're looking for a particular car, that had some fuel economy, that could put your 10 kids in it, that had all the bells and whistles and whatever it is you wanted, okay? And the salesman there can actually show you a car that met all those particular demands, okay? Let me ask you this. Do you think you would ask the salesperson, how many of these cars have they bought? Do you think you would ask the salesperson, did they make this car? Okay. Do you think you'd ask the salesperson, what right have you got to sell me this car? Of course you wouldn't, right? So please keep in perspective when you are giving advice to people, provided the advice is pertinent, provided the advice is relevant, and provided the advice is correct, okay? Your integrity is in place, so don't worry about your credibility, all right? And be quite frank with you. If the salesperson could answer all your questions about the car, right, you wouldn't ask him about the credibility because he's given value to you and he's solving a problem for you, right? He's giving you the car you're looking for. Now, it could be his very first day in the job, right? And it could be, you could be his very first customer, but you wouldn't know. You wouldn't know, right? So credibility is a relative thing. That's what I'm trying to get at, okay? Now, what I'm finally going to finish with this. The best way to build your credibility is to focus on a market niche. And I'm saying one of these things too. One of the reasons why people fail is because their credibility gets in the way of their confidence. That's the point. You can overcome your credibility issue if you are prepared to get off your butt and do the work and become the person that you are aspiring to be. That's my point I'm going to give to you, all right? Right, there you go. My call to action is my Facebook group, Your Next Level. If you're interested in taking you and your business to the next level, come and check us out. Anyway, thank you very much for your patience with me. Many blessings from Thailand. Take care. Bye for now.